Dear me people, anyway, hi, salute to be, and well, yesterday I did learn a new term in English. Obviously it's not my first language, it is actually my fourth, so I'm not that good in English. Nonetheless, thanks to the internet, I've learned about the word, or the term, petulant. Petulant, why? Because the latest baby mama of Elon Musk called him on his social media, his very own X, you know, the Twitter, she called him a petulant man-child. She did insult him. Seriously. I mean, what a time to be freaking alive. If you ponder and think about it, it is quite telling. In a bad way, really. And so, through countless tactics, be them legal or not, mostly legal because it worked for him. You might argue he has done some schemes and what have you, but he reached the top of the ladder, the top of the food chain when it comes to money, the dough. He is on paper the richest man in the world, and while mingling and dabbling at the highest sphere of powers, good Lord, this guy has entries, baby please, on a daily basis. The White House, Donald Trump, and he has dinner with Pete Hegseth, and definitely oversees baby please. He has some powers, right? I mean, he is the head of Dodge, right? Department of Government Efficiencies, baby please. He obviously owns Tesla, Starlink, what's the name of his starship? I forgot the name of that starship. Anyway, that space program, whatever that is, plus a plethora of other business ventures, right? Has that new chip. He's gonna plug in human heads to try to monitor them and whatnot. He wants to colonize Mars. But thanks or because of his low basic instincts, he has a tendency, much like his father, to not control his urges, right? And he succumbs times and again. 4 baby mamas and counting. That is definitely not efficiency, if you ask me. Not at all, in all actuality, not at all. So he did salute several ladies, baby please, much like he has thrown that infamous salute during inauguration night when he said, I throw my heart to you. Right? You know what I'm talking about, the proper salute, right? And he said, thanks to you, we're going to save civilization. So it's all about enduring and continuity of said civilization, and the main cell or the main building block of every civilization is family or family structure that is composed, last time I checked, by a father and a mother and a mom. And his way of life is definitely counter to that. Totally. It's all about single motherhood in his case. Better to remember or to know, if you do not know, allow me to aware you, his father, his name is Enroll, I think, South African old guy. He had a few babies, I think 2 or 3, with his stepdaughter, which is 43 years old, younger than him. She's 43 years younger than him, stepdaughter. 2 kids with her. That's his father, so it runs in his family, obviously it's kind of nonsense. Now him is having babies left, right and center. Again, these kids will be not raised by him. So what is about efficiency right there? His heartache. He has no control, this guy. And the latest one, comes on your social media X to insult you with a petulant man-child term because she does not have enough money. Nonsense. Because he gave her $2.5 million and he's throwing $500,000 on top of that, I think monthly or so, but that's not enough. And this was a girl quite famous in the conservative circles, portraying herself as being a conservative, traditional, all-American, red state, right? Inner America promoting, family promoting girl. She was already a single mom before. And well, there you have it. There you have it. Food for thoughts. Because you fail, you do not control your instincts. You get to be called and insulted on your own social media, X, by being a petulant man-child, although you are the richest man in the world. Food for freaking thoughts. The guy is a womanizer, and he cannot control his urges. Period. He said in a Fox interview, Joe Rogan interview, that the main weakness of the Western civilization was empathy. Think about it. I mean, you can Google it or YouTube it or Facebook it or what have you. You can see that Joe Rogan interview. The weak point of Western civilization was empathy. Really? That's grave if you ponder about it. Make your own conclusion about it, because that's quite deep of a sentence, believe you me. Well, talking about you, Mr. Elon Musk, are you having a problem with empathy or recklessness? What's the purpose of having kids that will be fatherless? That's the problem of Western society. Western society right now is having fatherless kids.
Fundamental weakness of Western civilization is empathy.
I always thought the left, or Democrats were supposed to be the party of empathy, the party of caring. The left, or Democrats were supposed to be the party of empathy, the party of caring, and yet they're burning down cars, they're firebombing dealerships, they're firing bullets into the dealerships.
The fundamental weakness of Western civilization is empathy.
Now granted, I live in a Western society. I know a thing or two about it. Yes, you have a low, anemic birth rate at best. But that being said, most of people, men behind bars in prisons, come off fatherless families, baby, please. They're fatherless. They have no father figure. And that's exactly what you're doing, what you're promoting. Fatherless, basically, families, if you can even call them families. Look at you. I mean, the kid is few months old, and his mom hates you to bits. Right? She insults you. That's on record. And while she will raise him to detest you, that son of yours, much like whatever you had. You don't even see them. Every one of them has a dedicated nanny. You are promoting a fatherless society. That's the main reason because of which society is failing.